What's up guys, I'm the Nerd Mechanic, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my other favorite PC accessories, and this time it's not a forgotten PC accessory. It's actually one of the most not forgotten PC accessories, but sometimes it can still be overlooked. So, you guessed it, today's tech review is about keyboards. So guys, what I'm holding here is the Razer Chroma Blackwidow, or Razer Blackwidow Chroma Blackwidow. It's the Razer Blackwidow Chroma. Now, this is not a new one. They do have a new one out. It's the Razer Blackwidow V2 Chroma V2. Basically version 2 of this keyboard. And honestly, there's not much of a difference. I believe it may come with a little wrist rest, but and they might have updated the actual mechanical switches as well. But there's not a huge difference in this one and version 2. I will put links below if you guys want to check out the links. They actually don't sell this one anymore. They only sell the V2 now. And Razer actually makes a whole bunch of other keyboards that you got in mice and other PC accessories if you guys want to look into them. So it's very durable. I mean, I can get up in between these buttons to clean if need be when they get real dusty, or maybe if they get little stains or whatever on them. And this thing has lasted me a very long time and has never failed me in any way. So it does come with this braided cord. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm sure you guys can see it. Now, don't ask me how long it is because I haven't measured it, but I mean, if I want to eye it up, it looks a good about 4 to 5 feet. It also, on the end, comes with 2 USB cables that you're going to plug into your computer. And it has 2 like audio jacks right here. So you can actually use these to plug them into your microphone and your audio on your computer. And on here, I'll get some B-roll of this, but there's also little headphone and microphone plugins, so that way you don't have to actually plug your headphones or microphone directly into your computer. You can just plug them directly into the keyboard. Also, it has a USB port, and that's what one of these are for. One of these is obviously to power it and communicate with the PC, and the other one is most likely to power the USB port that's actually on here. And of course, guys, I know a lot of you guys probably want to know this because, well, it's really popular these days. Yes, it's full RGB, about 16.8 million color variations. You can do patterns. You can do different profiles in their software that they have that you can download online. And you can have basically whatever you want. So another thing about this keyboard, you can assign macros, which I'm sure a lot of gamers like. And they actually have buttons right here on the left, macro 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can assign these to something if you want to, if you're, like I said, you're a hardcore gamer and playing with something. And up top it has volume control, play button, previous track and forward track, and some other cool stuff that you can use up here. So very durable, very reliable, and with the speed of a mechanical keyboard, you can't get any better than this in my opinion. Razer just makes great products. And this video is not sponsored. Like I said, I just know from use of about almost 3 to 4 years now. So guys, what actually makes keyboards important for gamers? Well, I have to go into a little background information if you want to know that. So on a keyboard, there's something called an actuation point. And an actuation point is basically when the keyboard registers the push of a key, if that makes any sense. So basically it's how fast your keyboard registers this pushing of the keys. So if you're a hardcore gamer, you really need something that's going to be a little faster than a normal keyboard, especially if you're mashing buttons or you just need that little slight better response time. Yeah. So, a lot of gamers, they actually do like to use these mechanical keyboards. So with mechanical keyboards, they actually do have a less actuation point I believe normal keyboards may have something like a 4mm actuation point, whereas a mechanical keyboard will have 2mm actuation point. So also with the keyboards, whoo! So another thing that a lot of gamers like is either, whoo! So there's another feature that people actually look into when they are considering keyboards, and that's whether they're like tactile or linear. So tactile is actually that little feel, that bump that you feel when you press down the button that actually tells you that you actually pressed down the button and it registered on the computer, I guess you could say into the keyboard, to the computer first. So a lot of guys actually like that feel. Now some people don't like that feel. They may not want with a bump, as I guess you can call it, to whereas they know that it, you know, registered your touch or your, you know, you touching the keys. So when it comes to keyboards, yes guys, this is one of the most important things that you are going to need, especially if you're a hardcore gamer and you're up there mashing those buttons, whether you're playing League of Legends or WoW or, you know, some other type of Battlegrounds or Fortnite. Sorry guys, I'm kind of with Battlegrounds and Fortnite. But anyway, that's a whole other discussion, maybe for another vlog. The next thing that I want to talk about are the Razer actual mechanical switches inside of here. Now these are switches that Razer designed themselves. So a quick rundown of the type of actual switches that are out there right now for keyboards. You guys might have heard of them. They have cherry browns, they have cherry reds, and they have cherry blues. So what's the differences between those? Well, the browns and the reds are more of a linear type, which I talked about in the beginning, whereas you really don't feel when So I'm going to talk about the types of keys that they actually make for keyboards out there. So they have these cherry MX reds, browns, blacks, and blues. Now, what do all those different colors even mean? Basically, they're all separated into different types of keys. So they may have a tactile, it may be linear, or they may be mechanical. And what I mean by that is tactile, like I said in the beginning, is where you can actually feel the bump. You can actually feel you pressing the button, and that way your brain goes, okay, it registered, and it should obviously, you know, register on the computer as well. And then they have the linear, where linear is just, you don't really feel anything. It's just pressing the key down. You don't feel a little bump, but it'll still register. Mechanical is basically, it has a click to. So I don't know if you ever heard of like, oh, that's a clicky type of keyboard. Well, usually that's a mechanical type of keyboard. Some people like it, some people don't. Me, I like it. I like the click. I like to hear the click when I'm typing and playing games. The only bad thing I would say about a mechanical keyboard is it can be noisy. Razer went ahead and made their own, and they have two different types. They have their mechanicals. One is clicky, and one is actually quiet. Those two different types are the greens, which I have in this keyboard, and the other type is the orange. Now the orange is a little quieter, so it's not as clicky. That's basically the only difference, and I just gave you guys a little rundown on mechanical switches, or just switches in general when it comes to keyboards. So what are my takes on this keyboard and mechanical keyboards in general? I love it. It's not for everybody. It is more of a personal preference. I love the clickiness of this keyboard. I love the RGB. I love the durability. I even love the braided cord that's really long, so that way it can get to where I need it to get to, I guess. So, guys, that's a quick rundown on my next PC accessory review. I just wanted to go over the importance of something like this. So guys, that's it for my next review. I'm trying to keep it nice and short and clean and to the point. You know, so hopefully I did help you out with a little background on keyboards and, you know, maybe help you out with your decision in buying one. So guys, if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you love it, consider subscribing. And like I said, I'm trying to get new content out every week, and I will see you guys in the next one.